Good morning. It's about 5:40. I slept better last night altogether, but actually it was a little bit cold for some reason. I think it's because it was the dampness in here. There was no wind or breezes or anything here last night, so there's a little bit of condensation on the walls of the tent, but not bad. I don't think anything got wet. I was smart and I think I was smart anyway, put my rain jacket um, on the footbox of the quilt so the down wouldn't get wet. So hopefully that worked, because my footboxes always tend to slide around in the night and end up touching the end of the tent. So anyway, I'm gonna pack up here and get organized, wipe down the tent so I can dry out a little bit as I do my morning chores, and then we'll hit the trail and start our way back home. It's amazing how small a down can compress to. That's that whole quilt in that one little red bag there. Some people just stuff their bags in an aluminum bag or compactor bag, contractor bag, within their backpack. But I tried that out, but it was bulking up the bottom of the backpack too much. So like it's compressed more for now. But obviously, if somebody's doing a through hike and having to have a morning routine every day packing up, it would be one less thing to worry about, to just stuff it into the bottom of their bag. So anyway, we might get to that point, but for now I like get it nice and smaller pack size. Bottom of my right foot, like the left, had a little spot there. It hasn't turned into a blister yet, but I can feel something right there. So I've cut off a piece of Leuko tape and I'm just gonna put that on right there. This stuff just bonds with the skin incredibly. I think they use it for surgeries or something. Basically becomes part of your skin. Anyway, but prevention is always a good thing, even though it's only a 2-hour hike today. Don't want another big blister. So I'm looking at the map here, trying to figure out what I'm going to do to get back to the parking lot. I was going to go straight back, but my feet feel really good. So there's about a 9.7 kilometer route that I could take on the east side of Salmon Lake Loop, and then cut over to Buffalo Head Trail and then down to Arab Lake, and about 9.8 kilometers, so 3 hours. The other route can be 2.5 hours, or as little as 1.5, I think, going straight down. So it's only it's not even 7 o'clock yet, so I'm not bothering with any kind of complex breakfast this morning. So I think I'm just going to pack up the tent. It's all dry now. Pack up the bag and hit the trail. So about a 3-hour hike back to the car. Talk from the trail.
It's about 7:30. Hit the trail about 10 minutes ago. What a beautiful morning. Look at this. Amazing. Yeah, my feet feel really good. Everything feels really good considering I've done 50 kilometers in the last 2 days, so really enjoying this. It's a nice time of year, I think, to be out here because there's just some green popping up. The trees just have a bit of a green hue from the leaves starting to bud out. And then there's this green coverage. So I don't know what this is all going to look like in the middle of the summer. Does it all dry out, or does it grow into taller, like hay type stuff, or what? I'll have to come back and see. I don't know what these trails are going to be like. Got a mildly technical descent down here. It's not going to show up on the camera, I know for sure how steep this is. So I'm going to put you down here and we'll check in later on. Hoping the camera is able to capture the massiveness of this cliff face here. Right along the right edge of the trail on the other side of this little bog. It almost looked like the side of a concrete dam or something when I was coming down the trail. Just amazing. And we're going to continue on down the trail. How many people have walked under you, old fella? It's definitely warmer today. It's warming up quicker. Never checked the temperature this morning. I don't think it actually got as cold last night as it did the night before. But I was packing up all my sleep system stuff. I noticed my Nemo Tensor sleeping pad was a little bit deflated. Not fully deflated, maybe half. And I did give it a little top up right when I went to bed. So I'm wondering if I have a slow leak, and maybe I was getting some I heard something. Maybe I was getting some heat soak through the ground, through the pad. So I'm gonna have to fill that up and put it in the bathtub and see if there's actually a leak in it. But anyway, it's quite a bit warmer. I was able to get rid of my extra layers a lot quicker. And it's a really nice trail. There's a lot of variety of different types of trees and things that weren't on the other sections that I recall. I've taken a couple of videos of them. I'm not sure what they are. If somebody can tell me. So I'm going to continue along. I'm probably about halfway around. I think I'm about 10 minutes past the most westerly point of the small salmon loop, I think it is. So making good time and really enjoying the scenery. I feel fantastic. There's so many woodpeckers in this one little section, different types too. I think there must have been one of those big red-headed ones that, I forget what they're called, but they pound the tree really hard, and then there was a smaller one started yelling at me. A grayish blue one, I think, started pecking away. And a few others, lots of different types of bird sounds in here. Yeah, continue my way. I'm probably, I don't know, maybe an hour out. And I was talking the other day about, it feels like a week ago, it was just yesterday morning, about, living your life now and not waiting and having regrets. I wasn't just referring to death, I'm referring to health in general. As you get older, and even when you're younger, you never know when something might happen to reduce your physical capabilities and mental capabilities to do things and to do it safely. I used to be an adrenaline junkie. Used to race motocross, did a lot of martial arts, mountain biking on stuff like this. Without a second thought, just even a few years ago. Swimming in the ocean in the biggest waves when no one else would go out, when a hurricane's approaching, and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And I think my risk tolerance has really decreased the last couple of years anyway, and I need to pick and choose what I'm willing to do and what I'm willing to risk. And I think that hiking is a good balance. There's obviously some risk, particularly in doing it solo, but I've got some safety precautions here. And you just gotta take your time, watch your footing, and plan properly for weather and everything else. But I think it's a good balance in terms of physical activity and something you can do without taking too much risk. People think I'm being crazy going Algonquin by myself because of the bears and so on, but the truth is most people don't actually have bear encounters up there. So, I'm going to continue on here. Just coming on to another nice little bridge and brook. Don't slip. I'm on Bufflehead Trail. Nice trail. It started out really wide open. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was almost thinking it was going to be an old service road or something. But then it's got a lot tighter and lots of really neat hills and mini valleys and birds chirping. It's a nice spot. This dam must be really, really old. That top of the hill looking down at this little lake here, it's obviously created by this one dam. And the water doesn't get past it here. It actually goes underneath this tree and all that dirt and soil and pops out down there just underneath that horizontal log. So I guess that's been there for an awfully long time. Glad I took this route. It's a really neat trail. Buffalo Head Trail. Yeah, lots of ridge walks along these really interesting rocky formations. And onto like cow paths along the ridges. Different rocks up and down, little micro valleys. It's really nice. I don't know how often this trail is used. There's quite a bit of wear on it, so I guess it's used quite a bit. Obviously, anybody that's done it before would probably recommend it to others as I am to you right now. It's really nice. Give you a sense of some of the variety on this trail. It's pretty cool. A little bit more pine trees here is a lot of the rest of the park that I've been in. There hasn't been a lot of them. Pine, cedar, whatever, coniferous trees. So I'm off the trail on my way to the parking lot here. What a fantastic trip. That took a little bit more than, well, 3¼ hours with all the filming. I took a lot of time to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. Stop, look, listen. The silence is amazing. Anyway, that's the end of this little trip. For those of you that made it this long, I really enjoyed sharing these 3 days with you. And I think I'm going to film again because I think it's going to be a nice way to capture the trip. So my next trip is a 4-day excursion from Thorne, Ontario up the OTHT. That's going to be a 4-day up and back. See how far I can get with that. So check back in again to see that when I get it posted in about a month's time. All right, take care.